Phospholipid bilayer is made up of molecules with a polar and hydrophilic phosphorus head and nonpolar hydrophobic tails. Receptor proteins attract signal molecules such as this one and allow the cell to react to them. So the ion channel protein opens for certain signal molecules, allowing things like sodium to diffuse through. Second messengers can sometimes form on the cell or within the cell, and that allows receptor proteins to act as enzymes, such as this one. Other times they can just activate enzymes. So carrier proteins use facilitated diffusion, which is a form of passive transport, to transport things like sugars and amino acids through the cell. They basically catch the molecules from outside and move them to the other side through the cell, along with the concentration gradient. So glycoproteins have a protein portion and a carbohydrate portion. Part of the glycoprotein is within the cell membrane and the other part is outside of it, which allows cells to communicate from within themselves to other cells on the outside. And things such as the cell ID marker and cell surface marker along here and certain patterns allow the cell to recognize other cells of the same type. Cholesterol just basically holds the cell membrane together and stops it from falling apart. The sodium-potassium pump uses active transport because it moves potassium from inside the cell to the outside and sodium from outside the cell and leaves it outside. And it also pumps potassium into the cell. And it uses active transport because it requires energy to move the molecules against their concentration gradient, which means they're not going from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. And lastly, water molecules are one example of a molecule that can passively diffuse through the membrane. And this is also a form of passive transport because it does not require energy from the cell. That's it.